So today we decided to talk about a topic that comes up in virtually all of our wedding consultations, but it's really come to the fore just in the last couple days. And that is, well, first of all, this will be several videos on how to choose a wedding photographer. A lot of people are choosing based on the websites they come across. So we're going to talk about a couple things to look for in the websites. This first topic, if you will be lighting. And we want you to ask yourself, what type of wedding are you having? Are you having, first of all, to simplify, an indoor or an outdoor event? If you're having an indoor event and you realize that all the websites you like, that you're finding images you like and you're in love with, are all outdoor imagery, start to ask yourself, is this the right choice based on that one simple factor? Why is that? We talk about it all the time, the difference between full-time and part-time photographers, one being that the full-time photographers tend to light things more often. The part-time tend to shoot more what's called available light. So again, if the website has a ton of outdoor images, 90, 95, 100% outdoor images, maybe it's because, I'm not saying, but I'm suggesting maybe it's because they don't actually understand or use lighting.
Right, because most wedding receptions happen in what's essentially a cave. It's a windowless room with a lot of really pretty orange light that once you photograph it is not very pretty at all. We as photographers are constantly looking for good light, and in a cave there is no light, so you have to create good light. And the way that we create it is by bringing light and creating our own light.
And we're not talking about creating light with an on-camera flash, a little bloop.
Right.
Everybody can do that and it will get you by. But if your wedding is as important to you as we are assuming it is, you think about all the time and all the money that's gone into planning and having this event, you may want your photos to be elevated to the same level as your planning and your spending as well. And so what we're getting at is, if you're having an indoor event, look for photographers that can bring the lighting to do your event justice, you know.
And you can, there are photographers that will just leave the camera or leave the flash on the camera the whole time, and that gives you one look, and that's the only look that you're going to get for every single one. We call it flat, but it's certainly safe, but there's just not a lot of drama in the shadows, and hopefully your wedding is a dramatic event.
Yeah. So I think what we'll do is we'll throw a few examples up on screen. I'm not sure we have examples of crummy lighting because we don't do crummy lighting. We'll put some examples of what we're talking about, bringing in multiple light sources to light your reception. It's especially critical during the reception. It doesn't usually matter during the ceremony because most churches won't allow you to do it anyway. There are some exceptions, but it's really when it boils down to your reception. Is it an indoor reception? Most are. So again, just to summarize so we don't spend too long in this video, if you are planning an indoor event, indoor ceremony, indoor reception, make sure that your photographers that you're interviewing are showing you plenty of corresponding images. Don't let them just show you tons of beautiful outdoor imagery, because it is not the same set of circumstances as you'll be dealing with at your event.
Have a good one. I feel like we're about ready to make out. We're so close.
We are in a pretty tiny little
couch. On a couch, too.
It's a tiny couch.
It's a love seat.